last 2 nights.
Well, yeah, I mean, to go on the road and win both nights of a back-to-back, and the road has been a struggle for us this year. So just winning 2 games in a row on the road is great. But to your point, Vic, when you look at the fact that Jamal is out, I'm surprised that KCP even came back to play some in that first half. When I watched that hit, and it wasn't malicious, it was just an accidental hit by Vooch. He's not that kind of player. Nikola got asked to leave early, and then for the bench, like we said at halftime, like we're not just content to be here. We have an expectation to win the game no matter who's playing. And I felt, CB off the bench, Julian off the bench, Justin, Peyton, DeAndre, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. So a lot of guys stepped up, and that's what you need when you have that many starters out. So proud of our group. Hopefully this is something that we can build on. We go home for 3 in a row at home. We got to find a way to get back to winning at home at a high level, coming off that Houston loss, and hopefully this gives us some confidence that we can win a lot of different ways on the road with a talented, deep group like we have.
Regarding Yoke, you visited with the officials at halftime. Did they give you any details or clarity why he was tossed?
Well, the official that tossed him, and he asked me, "Did you hear what he said?" I said, "I did not," and I will not use the phrase that Nikola reportedly used, but he just felt the language that was used warranted an ejection, a one-check ejection, which I was very shocked at. And when I heard what he said, I said, I don't understand the problem because when I grew up, that was a term of endearment in my house. But unfortunate for Nikola, obviously, he was frustrated, felt he got fouled in that last post-up, and they decided to toss him. But obviously, we need Nikola out there. He's a great player. But with him out, with Jamal out and Pope out, everybody else stepped up, man, and it was fun to watch. These games are character wins, and very, very proud of our group.
Did you get to talk to Jokic yet since the game ended about just like his confusion or his view of the situation, I guess?
I just talked to him briefly at halftime. I told him what the referee said, and Nikola nodded his head, and he felt he got fouled. And I think just the last thing I'll say on it is just I think everybody was surprised that it was a one-tech toss. You know what I mean? And again, I didn't hear exactly what was said. Unfortunate, but we won the game, and that's all that matters. And I don't want to spend time worrying about Nikola getting tossed because guys like Michael, Aaron, Reggie, and everybody off the bench, they deserve all the attention right now.
There have been 3 games this season now where, the one that Jokic rested, the 2 where he's been ejected, where you guys have sort of had to fight through a close game in the second half, close-ish game in the second half without him on the road and been able to escape those. As much as there have been some slumps on the road and rough moments, do you feel like you've been able to learn something about this team sort of in those moments without him since it's been a few times now?
Yeah, I'm starting to think he's overrated. That we don't really need him as much. You got to travel with me, man. You're my #1 fan over there. I like that. No, but I think what I'm starting to feel is like our young guys are getting more comfortable and more confident. Yeah, I mean, like Julian, look at the road trip Julian just had last night in Atlanta, tonight in Chicago, playing aggressively. Got to give Christian Brown so much credit. He's not a point guard, and when there's no Jamal, Christian becomes our de facto backup point guard, and he's done it really well for us. Peyton's defense, the guys that were asking Peyton Watson to guard every night, and he's going out there and doing a really good job. I gave Aaron the defensive player of the game. Could have gone to Peyton Watson, but I felt Aaron's defense on DeRozan and then second half on Vooch was incredible. But I think our young guys they're in a rhythm. They have some confidence, and they're playing more and more aggressively, which is fun to watch.
And that being said, though, and you